Hello Soul Fam and welcome to my channel. I am so excited to dive into the energies of November. October was a very bumpy ride with the eclipses, and we just had the full moon, and now we are in Scorpio season and we are going to be transitioning into Sagittarius in November, but we are still in Scorpio season. There's still a lot going on, and so I'd like to help you, ease you through the transition. All of the decks that I use today can be found in my description box below. I am using tarot cards today, but I am also using oracle cards to expand the messages and guidance that wants to come through. I will be focusing on 5 major things in today's reading. The first one being the overall theme in November. So what to expect, what you're going to be learning. Usually when there's an overall theme, there is a big cycle that we are either closing, opening, working through. I'm going to step into your current energy right now as you are watching this video, which is the end of October. And then I'm going to be stepping into the energy of what you're supposed to embrace. So what are the things that you can really call in for November that's going to benefit you for your highest good? What are the things we want to say yes to? What are the things we want to take action on? Then I'm going to hop into what potential obstacles might come your way for November. What are the things we should avoid, be cautious of, just keep in the back of our minds. And then I will finish off with any additional advice or encouragement or guidance that wants to come through. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up, big like, comment on this video, let me know that you were here. Make sure you're subscribed and you follow my channel for more videos that will be coming your way. Leo, welcome, welcome. Whether you are a Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, you have your Leo in your Venus, there's a lot of Leo in your chart, you are cross-watching for another Leo, or you just want to be here with me today. Hello, welcome. I'm so excited to dive into your energy, all about what November has in store for you. So let's just dive in and go straight to it. I am first going to tap into the overall energy, the theme that November has in store for you for Leo. This is going to give me an understanding of what overall is going to be happening in your life. You got the Tower, you got the 8 of Swords, you got 7 of Pentacles, and you got the Knight of Swords, which just fell behind my screen. That's funny. 1 second. Okay, Knight of Swords. It's funny because just as if the Knight of Swords ran out off of my table, I feel like it's very telling for the energy of what November has in store for you. There is a lot of shaking up movement, impulsiveness, but not in a bad way. Sometimes we have to act quick. Sometimes we have to make quick decisions, go after things. We might not think that we're fully ready, or we may not be fully ready, but sometimes you just need to go and do it. And so I see a lot of taking action in November. But I also see, on the contrary, a big theme about being mindful about everything that you have already done. So a lot of the time when we are going through life and we've made progress, but we still have so far to go, it's really, really important that we take note as to where we've come, right? We may still have so far to go, but how far have we already come already? So taking note, I think will be really important in November for you. Perhaps you can start your mornings or end your days, or I would settle for at least 2 to 3 times a week for you to write down your accomplishments of the day, where you are now versus where you were last week when it comes to the goals that you have, when it comes to what you're trying to step into. And you will be reminded just how far you have come. Another big theme I see in November for you is a lot of, like I said, there's this energy of not being not opening your eyes to everything. So for you to think about what you have not done, you have not thought about what you've done. So there's a big encouragement for you to just take note of the opposite of what you're focusing on. So in November, whatever you are struggling with mentally, whatever is causing you a lot of mental strain, how can you flip it and see the other side of it? Let's say I have a lot of mental strain in November about if I want to use a good explanation here. Let's say that you've set a goal for yourself in November to go to the gym 3-4 times a week. You have said, I want to go to the gym this many times a week, and I want to eat healthier, and I want to cut this from my life. You have so many goals. And let's say that you actually ended up going to the gym twice this week. You only ate healthy about 4 or 5 times, and you only checked 2 out of 5 boxes of the week. That energy can make you be hard on yourself. It can make you cause a lot of self-denial and just really allowing yourself to have negative self-talk. But instead, how can you flip it? So now you've taken note that I am beating myself up over this. I am stressing on this. I'm even finding that I'm not having confidence in the words that I'm saying. So have confidence in yourself. I went to the gym 2 times this week. I ate so much better than I did last week, and I did this task every single day. How much better does that sound from the other one? It's the exact same truth, one to the other. And I think that you are really thinking that you do not want to reward yourself. You don't want to talk good about yourself because you think that it will make you reach your goals faster if you harp on what you have not done or where you should be. Positive reinforcement is huge for you this month. So that's a theme that I see happening in November. So now I'm going to tune into the energy that Leo is in right now. Me tapping into the energy that Leo is in right now around the end of October is going to give me some insight as to where you are now, because a lot of the energy we're tapping into is where you will be, what you're going through. So Leo and the current energy right now. I do feel a lot of you, I have the Moon, I have the Ace of Pentacles, I have the Queen of Cups, and I have the 2 of Cups. For those of you that are in a relationship, I do feel like there is a lot of encouragement to, just as you can reinforce yourself, how can you reinforce your partner? How can you reinforce your partner for all the things that they have done? It's really easy for us to focus on the, I really want more of this in my life. Why can't you do this? Can we take it a step back and say, I really enjoyed that you did this. I'm really glad that you did this. There's just an energy of be grateful. Allow more gratitude into your life. For those of you that are single, this is all about self-talk. And even for those of you that are in a relationship, this can also crosswire over to you a little bit. Self-love. How do you talk to yourself about yourself to yourself? That is something to be very important and note in November for yourself, as I do see a lot of new opportunities and beginnings wanting to come your way. But I feel as though for a lot of you, you're blocking yourself from them coming to you because you aren't putting yourself in an energy to receive them. If I am walking around every day upset about myself because I didn't do X, Y, and Z, my mood is automatically just I'm grumpy and I don't want to talk to anyone. I might not go socialize with that person over there. I might not shine my light as bright. I might kind of put on that barrier where it's do not talk to me, do not bother me. But if I chose to view myself in being proud that I went to the gym 2 times a week, being proud that I did this, and this, you are walking with a different energy to you. You are giving out a certain energy. And so what's meant for you can kind of come your way a little easier. You can have a conversation with people that might spark something that needs to come into your life. You might have someone that's they look good today. I want to go say hi to them. So really be aware of the energy you are putting off, of the energy you are giving out. always, but now specifically. And I feel like a lot of you are dealing with that right now. A lot of you are perhaps, I don't know, it is like a lot of like networking, connections, and dating kind of energy, or like new beginnings. And so allowing yourself to, your emotions are your biggest teachers. And so how can a lot of you allow yourself to have your emotions not override the complete full situation? And so for a lot of you, I do feel like it's internal. How we feel about ourselves in certain situations internal is making us shine words, Leo, my goodness. Anyways, so your energy right now is confidence. A lot of you need to be stepping into more confidence of yourself, confidence of your relationship, confidence in your abilities. Just choose the other narrative. Flip it. If you're thinking negative, flip it. Okay? So what is the energy that Leo is needing to embrace? What is the energy that Leo is needing to, way too many cards. The energy that Leo is needing to step into, to embrace for November, to allow them to invite more of this into their life for their highest potential. I always take note of how the cards are acting when I'm tapping into the energy as well. And the cards here were kind of really just like hard. I had a lot of big groups come out and it didn't flow. And so with that, I get a big energy of like, it's like, go fast, burnout. Impulsive decisions, regret. It's just very like, So just taking note that you are being encouraged to embrace the balance of the two. How can you allow yourself to have new ideas come your way and not really fastly act on them? How can you allow news to come your way that is good and not like completely go and change everything because this one thing came but you haven't given yourself enough time to let it sit with you? Or perhaps you received some bad news and now you're just angry and you're mad and you've canceled this and you've done that, but then you realize that, oh, it actually wasn't that bad. So take a couple steps back. You got 4 of Swords, you got the Hermit card, you got the Page of Cups, and you got the 4 of Wands. So the energy you're asked to embrace and step into right now, I feel like a lot of you are being encouraged to spend more time in your own energy. And I'm not saying to not socialize and go out. It's more so the fact of how can you spend the time that is with yourself more intentionally. If you have a celebration to go to tonight and there is people there that you are meant to meet, whether you are networking, whether it's a potential future partner, whether it's just you being able to shine your light and expose yourself to this world, how can you critically take that time to yourself before to get into the proper energy? And that's not just 30 minutes before you go out. That is the whole week before, of you taking that consistent energy to yourself, of you doing those things, of you coming back to yourself, of you doing what you need to do to be still. How can you invite more rest into your life? It's funny because with Aries, it was how can you invite more play and action and all the things? And being your fellow fire sign, you guys are dealing with similar energies, but Leo's is kind of the opposite. It's like, okay, do that, go have fun, go play, but only if it matches this certain, if you, it's like, make sure you have a balance. Do you have enough energy and reinforcement and shining light inside of you to deal with everything that you're being asked to deal with? So just make sure that there's a balance there. You got focus on the here and now. So I do feel like for a lot of you, again, I've got this energy of like going too fast and making really impulsiveness. Take it down a notch. Be still, go slow. If you're going out to celebrate and be with your friends, be there, but don't be absolutely consumed by it. I feel like there's an energy with Leo for this month that I'm getting. Go, have fun, but don't let it fully consume you. Go, date, but don't let that fully consume you. Go see somebody new, but you still got other things going on in your life. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you're allowed to go do these new things and invite these new exciting things into your life, but there's other things in your life you need to pay attention to as well. And so FOMO energy is coming out really, really strong. So I encourage Leo for the month of November to ask yourself, are you going to this party? Are you going on this date? Are you going to this networking? Are you going to the sleepover? Are you doing these things because you don't want to miss out on it? Or are you doing these things because you have prepped your energy enough for it? You are ready for this. You are your best self right now. You have eaten well. You have taken care of yourself. You've taken care of your mind. You've slept enough. You've talking positively to yourself. You're confident. You're fierce, Leo. You're walking into that party like, woo, I'm confident in who I am and I'm ready to shine my light and be here. Or are you walking into the party being like, yeah, escapism. Let me just really just dive right into this and let me forget about everything else going on in my life. And I actually didn't really sleep last night and I'm not doing very well, but this will make everything better. I know it will. Will it, Leo? Will it really? So embrace rest, embrace balance, embrace stillness, embrace stepping into being honest with yourself when you're making decisions, being honest with yourself about what you're doing, why you're doing it. Love you. Love my Leos. Okay. I'm going to tune into the energy of any obstacles that might come your way for November, what you're being encouraged to avoid. What we're being encouraged to avoid, any obstacles that might come Leo's way in November that we need to be mindful of that's going to take them away from their highest and fullest potential. So we got 3 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 5 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Page of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it's best to fully go forward with things when you don't have everything figured out, because we never really have everything figured out. However, it is important for you to take note that we want to figure things out so quick. Okay, how do I word this? Don't do something too soon. There's an energy of sometimes you aren't ready. And it's just such a weird energy to come in and talk about because I don't usually go into this energy. We're never going to have everything figured out. We're always learning. We're always growing. Sometimes you have to just do it and go for it. But Leo is being encouraged of the opposite, which I just find hilarious. You are literally being encouraged to it's okay, you can go in and take this test and you didn't study, but you were there for every class and you may pass, you may not pass, whatever, let's just go, let's do it. Or there's okay, I've got 2 hours before this test has to take. I did not study last night. I'm going to take the next 2. And then I just got invited out for drinks before my test. Do I want to take 2 hours to study for this test? Or do I want to go for drinks because fuck it, I already didn't study enough. So it is what it is. Woo! There's just a level of responsibility you're being encouraged to step into for November. And I know that every Leo is going to hate that I'm saying this, but really, truly, you just need to take a little bit more responsibility for your actions this month. And so you're being asked to avoid doing things before you're ready. And so that means more preparation. That means more focus. That means a little bit more responsibility, right? So you have everything you already need already. A lot of you are feeling as though you're needing to you feel like you're missing something. And so we want to fill that void with other things, with other people. But in reality, you have everything you need to fill that void already. You just don't want to use it. It's like I would rather go out and see my friends all the time. I would rather go do these things to make me temporarily happy when I know that if I just spent like 5-10 minutes a day journaling, doing my things, like that would make me just as happier because there's a void I'm trying to fill. So every single Leo is going to be different. You're going to know what I'm talking about. Stop trying to fill the void because you have everything you need to fill it. You just don't, it's not fun enough for you. I'm like, do I have to? Oh my God, I love Leos. Okay. Some additional advice and encouragement Leo is being asked to be given for the month of November. So you've got the Chariot, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. For everything that I talked about, if there is a group of you that genuinely this has to do with like schooling or work or anything when it comes to like making money, your finances, your future, this is maybe kind of a little bit of like your wake-up call. Life is supposed to be fun, absolutely, but also we do have adulting things that we need to do, responsibilities we need to prioritize. And so I hate that this reading is like not super like this month's gonna be, and you know what, this doesn't mean that you don't still get to do all the things. Honey, go do it all, go have all the fun. Just make sure you are doing what you need to be doing behind the scenes. Make sure you are making best decisions that are for you. Balance. Have some more balance into your life. November is going to be testing a lot of you, I think, in a way. Let me put it this way. Make the right decision. I think for a lot of you, you're going to be given like, you're going to literally, I can see so many of you like sitting down to finally do the thing. You're like, I'm gonna have a self-care night. I'm gonna stay in, I'm not gonna go out. You're gonna like fully get ready. And then the second you like go to put on your face mask, your friend's gonna text you and be like, hey, you wanna come out tonight? And you're gonna be like, lesson, make the right decision. There's just something there where it's just like, be mindful of what's coming up in November because it's just, I feel like the universe is going to be like, really? Are you really going to like decide to do the right thing? Let me pull some oracle cards for Leo for November. What can Leo look forward to? I feel like if any of you feel called to book a one-on-one session with me, I can dive into not only just the month of November, but for everything going on for you. I feel like for a lot of you, you're feeling a little bit lost and confused in your life, and so you can't fully commit to what you're being asked to commit to. And so because that's the case, if you're feeling as though you need some specific guidance to yourself to kind of have some clarity, I feel like for everyone, but specifically for Leos, Leo kind of energy, it's like you want to fully know before you fully commit. So anyways, if you feel called to book a one-on-one session with me, we can go in through all of that. So you got action. Baby steps are still steps, and they're better than standing still. And authenticity, live life for you, not the audience in your head. You got the dog card. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. And you got cardinal. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. Do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. Okay, my loves? You're unbalanced. Or at least November is going to cause some unbalance for you if you don't stay focused. A lot of you are being encouraged, like the action card is a big one for you. Don't get paralyzed by thinking that you need to do it all at once. Baby steps are still steps in the right direction, right? So like, if you're wanting to like fully change your whole completely life, or you have these big goals, like break them down, make them chewable. We can't build Rome in a day, you know what I mean? So I'm going to pull one final oracle card. This oracle card is a amazing, beautiful deck that I love reading and opening to. My intention for this card today is for me to provide you with a little bit extra homework, some takeaways that you can do on your own after reviewing this video. So you got 29, the coiled snake, Leo, this is like an intense month for you, I will not lie. In a great way though. This is what happens. You guys spend a little bit of time doing the work and everything you will ever want will come your way, okay? I promise you. I know, you hate it. Okay, the coiled snake. Consider whether your current situation calls for you to unleash your full power. Whether this is the time for you to conserve your energy and reserve your strength for another time. Okay? Questions you can ask yourself. Do you generally tend to be more protective of yourself, or do you tend to unleash your power to be more vulnerable? Do you use the power that you have skillfully? Do you let your power unravel itself in the right moments? Do you use your power in ways that can cause harm to you or others? And do you protect yourself skillfully? So, a lot of you are scared to do the thing. And I think that at the end of the day, a lot of you need to be reminded about how bright that light can shine inside of you, and how every single decision that you make throughout the day, the way that you think, the way that you act, the way that you dress, the way that you talk to yourself, it goes into your aura, your light, all the things. And for a lot of you, you have been suppressing this big thing inside of yourself. You haven't been allowing yourself to fully shine because you are fearful. What if I fully allowed my light to shine? Are others going to judge me? Am I going to be safe? Am I going to be protected? There's a lot of you dealing with a lot of limiting beliefs and fears when it comes to shining your light. And so that can be a big block when it comes to trying to achieve these goals and dreams, especially when it comes to a career, a dating life, relationship, a purpose of ours. We're actually subconsciously scared for that to happen. So you're basically telling the universe you don't want it to happen. And so, of course, it's not happening. There's this block there. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a beautiful month ahead. As I mentioned before, should you want to book in one-on-one, we can dive into these blocks that are happening within you. But I'm really excited for the month you have ahead. Thank you for listening. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and check in for more videos that are going to be coming your way. Thanks, Leo.